welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time coming to my channel, I am Lena. Welcome to the Secret Life of Lena. Today we are going to talk about the fact that school is over. I am a student, and I just kind of want to talk about my journey through school, particularly through college, and how that's been for me. So let's get started. So, like anybody else, like most people, it seems like today, almost everybody's going off to college. So just like anybody else, once I graduated high school, I went off to college. I went to a school called Regent University. It's a Christian university. I was super excited to be there. I went there to study. I double majored in Christian ministry and business, with the intentions of being in ministry and owning my own business. And to this day, I'm still having conversations with God and really trying to understand what went wrong, because I think up until my junior year, I was literally there for 4 years. Up until my junior year, I was fine. Like, of course, when you go into college, you realize that it's not high school. In high school, I could be, I could have done better, but I did enough to have good grades. So I didn't really, I've always been one of those people. I didn't have to work hard to get good grades. So when I got to college, I realized, oh, this is a whole new ball game. I had to actually put in a little more effort to get the good grades. And so I did that for the most part up until my junior year of college. And like I said, me and the Lord are still having some conversations, because I'm trying to understand, Lord, what the heck went wrong for me to get so distracted and so unmotivated. And I'm sure there are other people out there who have gone through this, whether you're just distracted or unmotivated, or life situations and circumstances happen. But for me, nothing crazy or drastic happened. I just completely got distracted, unmotivated. I will say one thing I did notice. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of Jonathan McReynolds comparison. Comparison kills. So I guess that's kind of like the revelation I have gotten, because I'm still just like, ugh. But comparison kills. I knew I came to Regent to be a double major, but just watching all of my friends getting ready to graduate, and then talking to I promise you, I had like 4 or 5 different advisors my entire time at Regent. And the last advisor I had was like, oh, so you'll be here like another 3 to 4 years. And I'm like, what? Another 3 to 4 years? And so when he said that, it was over. It was over. I did not care. I completely stopped caring. And I just stopped caring. I just stopped caring. So, I ended up actually moving back home. Regent is in Virginia Beach. So I actually ended up moving back home to North Carolina. I'm from North Carolina. And I tried to do it online, but like I said, I was still very much unmotivated. Like, I did not keep the reason that I went off to school in the first place in my head. I was just like, I'm tired of this. I'm done. I don't want to do this no more. So I basically failed out of school. Basically, I haven't. It's almost like so weird to say that out loud, because one of my biggest fears is to be a failure. Um, that's heavy to say. But I literally failed out of Regent. They did give me the opportunity to go back, but um, that school costs a lot of money. And so without financial aid, I was like, I'm not going back right now. And so being that I'm 25 years old and I was like, I gotta do something else with my life other than sitting and waiting around for, I don't know, something to happen. I want to do another video, and I think I've done a video like that before. I'm not sure, or I started to, just talking about all the different dreams and goals that I have, and I'm on the path to starting them now. But anyway, so I decided to start back going to school and going to the community college that is here in my hometown. I've always originally, one of the things I wanted to do originally was be in the medical field. In high school, I took all the classes. I was in the club to take you on the track to be in the medical field. And I put that down because I was like, I'm a creative. I want to do everything that has to do with business and music and writing and all those, and ministry. So I was like, I don't think I want to be in the medical field anymore. So I put that aside. But the craziest thing is that we have like a major hospital here in my hometown. It's very much a medical healthcare town. And every time I ride by the hospital, for some reason, I would have this desire to want to go inside of the hospital. And I'm like, why I want to go inside of the hospital? Every time I would drive by, I would want to go inside the hospital. And sometimes I wouldn't even be near the hospital, and I would just have a desire to drive by the hospital. And I was like, Lord, why do I want to go in the hospital? Like, Lord, what are you trying to tell me? What are you speaking to me? And so I kind of prayed about it. I talked to one of my aunts, and she just encouraged me and stuff like that. And my mom encouraged me. She's like, I know that you have these dreams of being this huge creative who's like into music, into writing. I want to eventually get into acting, own my own business, and be in ministry. I want to do all that. But until then, you know, find something that you can do that can help you build yourself up financially until you can get to those things. And I was like, you're right. And I have definitely always been a person where most people have one thing they want to do with their life and that's it. I'm not that person. I have multiple talents and I have multiple things I want to do with my life. And so it's kind of been hard for me to choose something to stick with. But my mom just, like I said, she encouraged me that it's okay to have all these things, but choose something, and for the meantime, stick with that until the other doors open. And so I was like, you know what? This is my chance to go into the medical field. And so I decided to go back to school. Like I said, I started back at the community college here, and I prayed and I was like, Lord, please help me to be focused and determined and to do what I need to do so that I can make the grades I need to make, because the program I'm trying to get into, only 20 people can get in. And so you have to have those grades so that you can be one of those people to get in. I'm going to school to become a respiratory therapist. Shout out to all the respiratory therapists, because during this quarantine and this COVID-19 pandemic, they are very much needed. And so I decided that that's what I'm gonna go to school to pursue. And this semester has been so fun. Like, aside from ending up being at home doing homework for the last 8 weeks, that sucked, but it still ended well. But the part that I was able to be in class was so fun, and God really just answered my prayer and helped me to be focused and determined, and doing what I needed to do so that I could make the grades I needed to make. And I came out with 4 A's and a B. I wanted all A's, and I could have had all A's, but I made a mistake and forgot about an assignment, and it dropped my grade to a B. It was still a good B, but yeah. So, and I saw a post of somebody else, like failing out of school makes you feel so ashamed. So this is gonna be the first time for whoever watches is me ever actually telling people that I failed out of school. I don't know. For a long time when people ask me how's school going, I hate it. How's school going? I hate it. Having to answer that question, or I just wouldn't answer it at all, or I just be like, oh, it's good. And this time around, I was like, I'm not going to tell people I'm in school. I'm not going to tell people I'm in school because I just didn't want to feel the disappointment. Even if other people aren't disappointed in me, I just didn't want to feel the disappointment of knowing that I had failed out of school. And that I'm not even on the track that everybody just knew I was going to be on. Like, everybody was like, oh, Lena's going to school for ministry. She's going to be a pastor. You guys, I don't want to be a pastor anymore. I think I was just really super excited to be in ministry, and I was naive at the time, and I was like, well, that's what most people are, a pastor. Have no desire to be a pastor. But, in business, I still desire to do all those things, and I'm going to do all those things. I remember while I was still in high school, I know I'm rambling, you guys. Like, I'm using this video as like a little diary. I remember I had a business teacher, and I told her all these different things I wanted to do, and she's like, how in the world are you going to do all that? And I remember telling him I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I had to be reminded by the Holy Spirit that, Marlena, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. So I'm no longer going to allow the fact that I have more dreams and goals and careers than most people would have. I'm going to do it. God put it in my heart to do, and I'm going to do them, and I'm not going to keep allowing myself to be stifled or hindered from doing them. I'm not going to hinder myself anymore. So I'm excited to be in school and to become a respiratory therapist. And even as I'm doing that, I'm still going to do all the other things I want to do, because it is definitely possible to do all those things. So I just wanted to share this video about how school is going for me. And once I actually get into the program, right now I'm taking prerequisite classes. Get into the program, I'll definitely be vlogging the process. And I'm excited about that, you guys. So I think that's it. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Come on, become a part of the family. I don't have a name for y'all yet because it's only a few of us. So as we build, I'm definitely trying to be a lot more consistent. So as we build, we will figure out a name for ourselves. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.